Welcome to BP Armory. Welcome to another tabletop review. Today, as you can tell on the table here, we have some Glock clones. We have some Glock original frames. We have some grip grips, if I'm saying that right, grit grips, frames that we're going to unbox and compare them to the Glock 19 Gen 3 frame or the clones like PSA Dagger, Nomad's Defense, and Combat Armory. There's a lot of frames out there today, but you have to choose the one that works for you according to the ergonomics of the frame itself and what it comes with and so forth. Everyone like different things. Me, I like the PSA frames. I like the Combat Armor frames. Today I'm going to try out the Grip Defense frame. I'm going to see how much of a difference it is in comparison with the rest, because everyone is totally different and everyone has their unique stamp or unique trademark. So with that being said, let's get into all the different variants or the different style. As you can tell, this one, the guns are not loaded, they're empty. Magazines are empty. There's no live rounds on the table. You don't want to have a mess up or a mistake when it comes to handling firearms, or you just make sure it's 100% safe. As you can tell, I'm squeezing the trigger. There's no bullets around, making sure everything is locked open, everything is cleared. There's no magazine in it, even though the magazines on the tables are empty. So let's get into it. All of these frames are based off of the Gen 3 platform. This is the PSA Dagger. I got the Dagger magwell put on it. If you can tell, it looks a little bit different. It comes with a suppressor height sights, and I'm running one of those Sealy red dot on top of it, which is the 6 MOA dot by itself. It comes with a lot of different features. It comes with that flat face trigger, that hinge trigger that Smith & Wesson uses. This is the green one, or the OD green or sniper green, whichever color you've seen on the camera. It may look a little bit different. It has that little, what you call it, the finger groove, just one little bump for the finger groove, but it also gives you that 18 degrees, or that, I would say that between 17 and 18 degrees borax grip, and it has a little beaver tail and a hump in the back itself. It's smooth on the skin when you carry in it. It has the 1913 Picotellian rail on it. It has what you call a relief cut for your Glock knuckle. Those who shoot Glocks will know when you shoot regular stock Glock, you'll have the Glock knuckle. If you can tell, this one is a original Glock frame. It doesn't have that deep undercut, or the trigger guard is not undercut itself. If you can tell, it's right here. This one has the extended mag release on it. This gun shoots pretty good. This is the original PSA slide and internals that comes with the gun itself. The only thing I put on this one was the magwell I incorporate and the red dot, but everything else is PSA product. And if it's the regular Gen 3 magazine or Glock magazine, any one of the Glock magazine, I think you can fit up to the Gen 5 magazines, but I normally use just the regular Glock mags because some of them are a little bit different. As you can tell, the follower are orange compared to black, but they do fit and they do work. This one now is from Combat Armory. This one is chambered in 40 caliber, and it's a aftermarket slide from Lone Wolf. I also incorporate a magwell, a metal magwell on this one. This one has a little bit more grip texture than this one. It's a little bit more aggressive to the liking, but it has that relief cut the same way as that, maybe 19 to 20 degrees on the grip, so it gives you a low borax. But this one doesn't have that cant beaver tail as you can tell from this one. Look at the difference in the beaver tail. See the difference? One sticks out more than one. Right there. If you can tell the difference, look at it. This one, it fits into any Glock holster that's out there in the market. This one doesn't. You have to get a special holster for the Dagger itself. But ergonomically, the Dagger fits my hand good. I like the way it feels in my hand, but I'm gonna see what that grit grip is all about. I heard a lot of good things about it. A lot of people are raving about it being the best one out there in the market so far. And as you can tell, this one is the original Glock. It comes with a beaver tail. That's what Glock is incorporated in the package these days, a beaver tail for your gun itself. This one is the G44 that shoots the 22 long rifle. Just a standard Glock from the factory. Okay, so let's do some unboxing here. This one is, I already assembled this one together. And this is the OD green. I'm running a threaded barrel on there from Combat Armory, and it's a Combat Armory slide. So all of these slides on these guns are interchangeable that can fit on any one of these frames, except for this one. This one is a Gen 4 guide rod and everything. Everything else is Gen 3, including this one and this one. So this one has the relief cut here, has another support cut for your second grip or your hand. It also has that pedal on the front here on the side of the rail to mitigate that recoil, so you can put your arm or your thumb down to keep the muzzle from rising up. The texture is pretty good. It has a little bit of a swelling right here, as you can tell, and then it goes up into a little belly where your grip or your trigger finger sits perfectly and your thumb sits perfectly right there. The texture seems to be, it feels great in my hand so far. Don't know what it shoots like, but I think it's on the 18-degree angle, low borax. They built this one, I think it's off of the 1911 platform as far as the ergonomic, as far as the borax is concerned. I'm running a PSA trigger inside of it. Later, I might upgrade the trigger to something else, but for now, that's what I'm running. It has that hefty beaver tail. As you can tell, this one has a little bit of beaver tail here. Look, see the difference in the beaver tail? Look. Yeah, so this one has a little bit more longer beaver tail on it, and the grip is phenomenal so far. It feels good. It's not too aggressive, and it's not too, you know what I mean, smooth like the PSA one. I think they designed this one from the factory itself. It seems to, let me see the mag release. Okay, it's pronounced pretty good. You can see it, good. Locks it open, you know, I like it. I like it. I think I'm gonna love shooting this one. I'm gonna love putting rounds through this one because you do not get that slide bite and your hand is protected. Okay, this one is the black one, or no, the tan. Yeah, this is the tan. This is the tan color. So this one doesn't have a trigger group yet at all. I just ordered the trigger group for it. I might just put an original Glock trigger group in there. It has that little lip right here, that little lever right there, the piece of plastic that sticks out to stop that over travel trigger from pressing unless you press both of the trigger together itself, the little hinge part right here for Glock. So it doesn't, you know what I mean, it stops the firing pin from going off when you squeeze the trigger all the way. It doesn't move that little piece out of the way, and that's a safety mechanism. Let me see if it's on this one here. Yes, it's on this one here, you can tell. Right here, if you push the trigger from the side, you see that lip, little lip right there, unless you move the hinge all the way out the way. The hinges move all the way, so it's not going off unless you have all of your finger on the trigger for it to break. See it? That's a safety built in on it, on the frame itself, just like Glock. This is the green, this is the tan. This is how it comes from the factory itself, unless you order the internals with it, the lower parts kit with the frame itself. I think the frame was on sale for $99. It fits in every Glock holster on the market, just like the Combat Armory. I think I'm gonna love this one. This is probably gonna be my favorite. The texturing feels good. It's not too rough on the skin. It's not too aggressive. And I think it's pronounced in your hand when you hold it. So you don't have to do no form of modification or anything of that sort with it. As I said, it has the pedals on there that they incorporated in there, so you can keep the muzzle flip down, or you know what I mean, you can keep the gun shooting flat at all times. Also has a little bit of a flare magwell. The magwell is a little bit flared here for reload. See it? It just goes in, and it goes in correctly. Flared magwell. I don't think they make any magwell itself, extended magwell like this one. They don't make it yet for it, but I think this company makes it for the PSA Dagger. And this one I bought online from eBay, from somebody that I think some 3D printing, and it's doing the job. I mean, it works for me. It was probably about $30, and I think that's what Grit Grip is selling theirs for, $30. So as you can tell, this one has a little bit of bevel right here, a flared magwell. So I'm going to be running this Gen 5 magazine in there, and we go from there. I can't wait to take it out to the range. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you know what I mean, when another video drop, you'll be notified. Again, thank you for your support. Thank you for all the likes, the comments. Feel free to leave a comment on any one of these frames that you want me to review, or to go over. Grip. That's a new frame that I'm working with. The comparison for Glock, which is Glock clones. Grip is the new frame that's out there on the market. And it's the newest one that I'm going to try out to make sure I like it. And if I do like it, then I'll stick with it. But for now, these are all the comparisons for Glock, all the clones for Glock. I mean, this one, it fits in my hand perfectly. Doesn't have that finger groove on the front. It fits good. Yeah, I like it so far. I like it. I'm running a Combat Armory upper barrel and upper internal parts of Combat Armory. I think I changed the sights on top of it to a Armor Glow green. Yeah, I can't wait to shoot this one. The reset is short. It feels so good in my hand. I think I like that 18-degree grip angle compared to the rest of the frames. Yeah, I mean, this feels natural, but this even feels much better. Yeah, ergonomically, these are my two favorite so far. Yeah, two favorites so far. The color, yes, but usually I go with tan or black. But yes, I've shot this one a lot, and I love it. I love the way it feels. I love the way it just sits in my hand. The magwell makes a big difference. So as soon as they bring a magwell out on the market for this one, I think I'm gonna try a magwell on this one and shoot it without, this one without, and then go from there to see, what I like from what I don't like. But I think I'm gonna like this one. Until next time, stay safe. Remember, train, train, train.